Good evening, everyone. 6:20 here in West London. It's been quite a day, been quite a week in markets, that's for sure. The American market, as you can see, is down 38 points on the day. It opened down, it went up, and then it came right back down again. We're sitting at critical levels here, folks. As you know, the American market has been in a confirmed down for quite a long time. I'll show you the chart in a moment. And all of the measures of the trend on VictorVest are down. During the course of the week, we got a green light here. I think that was on that's Friday, that's Thursday, on Wednesday morning. And I was in fact looking forward to buying in, but as you can see, yesterday, Thursday, the market didn't follow through at all. So I've done absolutely nothing, and reasonably happy with that. So if I have a look at the American market, and I've got it open, I think that's the excuse me, that's the S&P, and as you can see, it pulled right back to 78% of that. That's where it's sitting on at the moment. That's an incredibly important level, folks. So I have the 24-hour market running in the background. That's the 24-hour market, and that's what it did this afternoon. That's that 78% retracement, and as you can see, it actually gave most of this up on the overnight market before the floor opened, and when the floor opened it bounced right off that level, and it's now trying to push through it. That's a very negative candle. That's 78% of that. If we have a look at a short-term chart, that's the short-term chart. That's a 3-minute chart of the S&P 500. That was the open. That's the 78% level, and as you can see, this thing is trending down strongly now, doing its best to break this level. As I say, a very important level indeed. As you probably all know, the American market is closed on Monday, and maybe that'll take some of the heat off the situation. I haven't done anything, as I say. I spoke about Nvidia and AMD. I'm still looking at those. That's the sell-off yesterday. As I say, I was a little disappointed that I didn't get in here. Now I'm reasonably glad. I waited for the general market to confirm. General market didn't confirm. I thought I was going to be buying in yesterday morning, but as I say, the general market sold off at the open, so I didn't bother doing anything. And I don't think I'm going to do anything now until it breaks up through yesterday's high. Let's see if that occurs at the start of next week. So, well, next Tuesday, should have said. That's AMD doing the same thing. Lovely spring. I would like to see it's a little stronger today. I would like to see it break above that high to confirm an entry point. Now, in the UK, I've been really busy, unfortunately busy doing the wrong things. If we go to the UK market, we can see that after the close last night, we got a confirmed down signal, which means that the longest measure of the trend on VictorVest is down. We had a confirmed up, which was in place from December the 30th. I'll show you the chart in a second. I really thought that the market was going to break on the upside, and it didn't. So I thought we were going to break here on the 4th attempt. As you can see, we've been marooned in this range since October, and if we look back to the lows way back in February, March 2020, I really thought we had another leg up here, and I was in fact pretty much fully invested in this period, and today I've had to cut. I'll tell you what I cut in a second, but that's quite disappointing. So I've raised quite a bit of cash today. If we have a look at the UK portfolio, what's left of it, Pan-African, as sorted by RT, Pan-African Resources at the top. I really like this little company. I know it really, really well. Legal & General is a new buy that I bought in the other day. Sylvania is behaving itself, starting to move up. I got an email earlier that Future got a haircut today, another 7% down today, I believe. That takes it back down to where it broke from some weeks ago. So we need to watch that. Pershing Square is hanging in there. CCC is hanging in there. McFarland, Bellway, Cape given back all we've made from the £4 level. I'm into Cape from much lower. Now you'll all have read, I suppose, about the 200 million sale by the CEO, chairman, etc. of JD Sports. That happened out of the blue yesterday. Somebody got a sniff of it because the market broke down very strongly the day before that. It's up a little bit today, but that clearly needs to be watched. Clearly, Peter Cowgill must think that the best is over after those wonderful earnings upgrades over Christmas. So that needs to be watched and watched carefully. I'm into JD Sports from way back in March the 24th, 2020. So it'll soon be 2 years in this tranche. So I'm reasonably happy with what I've got there. As you can see, the VectorVest parameters could not be better if they tried. So I'm going to do my best to hold on to that. And it's up a bit today. Now Lion Trust is sitting on support, and I'm still holding it. It's on a VectorVest sell signal. If it breaks down through the lowest point on the chart, then it has to go, and Polymetal has been on the sell signal for a while. I'm still confident about gold. I'll speak about that again on Monday afternoon at the VectorVest Q&A. Now today I sold Games Workshop, got stopped out of Games Workshop. I sold POLR and I sold ICP. So I've raised cash, so I think I'm in that portfolio about 60% invested. I had 10% before, and I raised about 30% so today. So going back to being about 40% in cash. If these don't play the game, then they'll go as well. That confirmed down signal needs to be taken very seriously. And of course we have the spectre of 3 or 4 interest rate hikes in the US, which can easily drive markets south. I've felt for a while that, well, certainly the last couple of weeks, that what we're going through now seems quite reminiscent of September 2018, when the Fed were also going to put up interest rates, and then they chickened out over Christmas 2018. I don't think they're going to chicken out now with inflation, as you probably all read, of 7% yesterday. So a day for me to do some culling, and if markets fall any further, then I shall raise more and more cash as they clip their VectorVest stop losses. So not a pleasant report. Always easy to talk about these things when they're flying up, but the first 18 months, 2 years of this bull market from February, the lows were in February, March 2020, have been great, and I have absolutely no intentions of giving that cash back. So capital preservation is absolutely everything at this stage of the game. So if we go back to the American market, and it's down 39 points, 40 points, 4619. Again, if we look at it on the intraday market, we can see that fib level is still hanging in there, and let's have a draw up from there to there, and yeah, it's still sitting down there. We've got it's been down there now for 8 hours odd. So this was always looking bearish to me. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, A, B and C. If you see 5 down and 3 up, that's invariably going to cause us some trouble. The bulls have come in and stabilized the market at this 4620 level. This is an incredibly important level, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if we allow ourselves the luxury of looking at the 3-minute chart, you can see that level has held. are we going to get a nice bounce from here into the close? Well, I don't know, and I won't be trading it. I'm all done out for the week. I had one very short trade this afternoon as it opened. That's the first bar, and I was watching that 78% retracement, and then I noted this big outside bar, the opening bar. It's a 3-minute candle, and it engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles, half an hour's worth of trading action there, and managed to take a few points there on the long side. Didn't pan out, but made a few points. I haven't traded since. Been raising cash in the UK portfolio. So I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday afternoon, 1:30. If you haven't got an invite, email me and I'll send you one. david.paul@vectorvest.com. Just remember that we have got confirmed down signals on both sides of the Atlantic, and until the S&P make sure that these levels are going to hold, we need to be very careful out here. If these levels go, folks, then there's an awful lot of fresh air down there. If we look at go back to the S&P chart, and we look out a little bit, you can see a heap of fresh air there, right down to that top. Okay, so clearly there'll be levels in between, but a fib from the low to the high here, a 50% retracement would take us down to 3.5. I'm hoping these levels will hold. We're moving into earnings season. Let's see what that brings next week. For the moment, this level is holding. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.